Hello, welcome back to Iowa Plains, and I'd like to thank all the people who've been watching the latest videos, because the view numbers have been going down, as I've said, but there's a hardcore like 250 people watching, you know, episodes 7, 8 and 9. This is episode 10 where things are going to finish, so I need to try and make this episode fairly spectacular. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it because, you know, doing headlands isn't going to do it. So but this is what we've got left anyway on this field, this headland here, and on this field over here I've been trying to get the worker to ted the grass, but workers won't ted grass for some reason, so I'm going to have to do it. And look at our olives. In October, if we're still here, it'll be harvest time. So if you've been watching for a while, you know there's changes in my life at the moment. I'm getting divorced and I'm buying this house, which is taking absolutely forever. At the moment, we're at the stage where I've had all the searches done. That's what you have to do in the UK. Have your searches done. That was done ages ago. But the other thing we've done now is to have answers questioned by the other solicitor. And the latest thing was a management pack sent by the management company for the place where I live. There's a management company. They have to send you a management pack, which basically tells you if there's any debts on the house that you're buying. Because if there is, if there's a debt on the house I'm buying, I have to pay it. Can you believe that? I wasn't even living in the house when the debt was accumulated, but I'd have to pay it. Which, you know, do you know what? I might refuse to do it because I think that's pretty immoral, actually. But anyway, talking of changes, I am thinking of changing the name of the channel from the Venerable Kev, because for one thing I can't spell venerable, and for another thing it's a bit of a mouthful and I've been a bit uncomfortable with it for a while. So I think I'll just go with simply Farmer Kev, because there might be another Farmer Kev, but I've read that you're allowed to have, the two people are allowed to have the same name on YouTube. So I think I'll just go with Farmer Kev. But thinking about it, if you're allowed to have the same name, I might as well call myself Daggerwin, because I might get a few more subscribers like that. Anyway, this is all done, and this needs to be done. So I have to do it because I can't get the worker to do it. If I do this, AI worker, and press B, nothing happens. So in other words, I have to do it. I feel like this field is too big for alfalfa. We've got quite a lot in our silo over there, and we're going to get loads off of this field once we've windrowed it. So I think if I was carrying on this series, I would change this field to something like, I don't know, corn or something like that. I mean, let's see how much alfalfa we've got in our stocks here, which is going to be in prices here. Alfalfa, we want dry alfalfa. Where is it? Where is it? Down here probably. So dry alfalfa, yeah, 139,000 litres. I thought it was more than that actually. So yeah, maybe we could do with some more. And once we've got everything off this field here, pH is bad. we would turn it into something else, a crop field or something. Anyway, let's go and find ourselves a windrower. So I phoned the solicitor this morning. If you if you're interested, I phoned him this morning, but I got the usual thing of there's an answer phone, you know, and they say, "Oh, leave a message and we'll phone you back." They never, ever, ever have phoned me back, not once. And I've had this solicitor for, well, since July actually, and I only spoke to him for the first time, I think last Thursday. I mean, he did point out to me something which I didn't realise. He said to me that solicitors don't get paid until everything is done. So he said to me that it's not. I don't want to slow things up. It's just the way things are, because I don't get paid until everything's done and you're in your house. Then you pay me, which is correct actually. I paid for the land searches, but I haven't paid his fees or anything. So that's what's going on at the moment. You know, I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting the whole time. It is supposed to take 12 weeks, but I think it's 14 weeks now. Yeah, barley for this field, I think, because barley you can put in September, and I think I'd do that because this field just feels too big for me for alfalfa. We get so much off it. We could do with having a field half this size. So this is what we've done. And it's getting late now, so I can't do all this stuff now. Can't pick it up now. Anyway, I hope you don't mind me speaking about, you know, the house I'm buying and all that kind of stuff, because that's kind of what I'm going through at the moment. I'm excited about it actually. I'd like to, you know, live on my own, have my own place kind of thing, and not have the disapproval of my soon-to-be ex-wife. So anyway, let's just send back everything we have hired today, which I'm confused about what it is because I haven't been paying attention. This. Oh no, don't. Do we need that? No, we don't. No, we don't need that. And the other one is this. Yeah. Fine. Okay. It's late now, and I can't pick this stuff up now. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm not sure why that's going round. Actually, let's have a look at our yeah, the windmill. I don't think there's anything in there. So let's turn off barley flour. And that will stop. That's fine. Now, if I was carrying on this series, we now have cows which are over here. Let's just have a look in here to see how they are. Cows are 100%. We don't have any milk yet. I'd like to have some milk actually. I don't know why I haven't got any milk yet. They're 100% healthy. But when we get milk, I would like to have a production which would be I think it's called the creamery. Let me just show you. Cedar Ridge Creamery. Let's visit this. This one here. So if we had this creamery, which I think is 210,000. Let's have a look. No, I mean I don't have it unless we've got it in our time-saving stock check, which is just down here. 137,000 plus 88,000. We might have it. Look at all that bread. So, yeah, if we had this creamery, I would make cream because here it is, cream. 10 times milk equals 20 times cream. So you get 10 times the amount of cream out that you put milk in, sort of thing. And the price of cream is pretty good. Look at prices, and we go down here and we go to cream. Highest price is like 7.5, oh, nearly 8,000. So this would be well worth having, but unfortunately, I won't have time to buy it. I mean, I could buy it maybe tomorrow, but the first thing I've got to do is pick up. Where's my Lamborghini? Where did I leave it? Oh, I left it at the shop. Conveniently, because now I have to hire a forage wagon. I'll see you back at the field. Of course, you can buy a Lamborghini tractor, can't you? Like Jeremy Clarkson. But I don't think I would. If I was a farmer, a real farmer, I don't think I'd buy a Lamborghini because they're too big. I've seen it on the show. I think I'd buy one of these. This is a fantastic tractor. John Deere 7R. So I'm thinking we would get about 200,000 litres of dry alfalfa off this field. Let's find out. Well, we've had 12 full forage wagonfuls of this stuff. So that's 480,000 litres plus 36,000 litres is 516,000, I think. Over 500,000 litres taken off the field. If we have a look in here, dry alfalfa, 645,000 litres. So that is why I say that that field is too big for alfalfa. I'm going to put barley in that in October, but for now, my John Deere is a bit knackered, and so I'm going to send back. How do we do this? I'm confused. Oh, here we are. Vehicles. I'm going to send back the forage wagon. This thing here. And let's just make sure our fields are, I mean, we've got this field down here, which is the sunflowers, but this is harvestable in, look at all the sunflowers, in November, I think. Let's just check that. Sunflowers in November. Harvest season, October or November. Fine. The other field is the canola field, which is this field here. And how is this looking? Growing. So everything's fine on here. So I think I can have the rest of the day off. So let's put our lovely John Deere away. I'll go and get some fuel for it tomorrow. But I'd like to let things build up a little bit because, for one thing, in October, it'll be time to harvest the olives over there. So I'd like to see if we can get to October. But for now, I'll go in my house here. I'll put the bed, the bed is down, and I'll see you tomorrow. Sheep, wool, okay, fine. Yeah, I would really like to get to the olive harvesting because I enjoy olive harvesting, but it's September now. Olive harvesting, oh, this is the wrong place. But anyway, how are these doing? No milk. I wonder why there's no milk, because are they too young? Let's have a look at our cows. 19 months. Maybe because they're not pregnant. I don't know. I've got the realistic animals mod, so that might be it. If they're not pregnant, you don't get any milk. So yeah, the sheep over here. Yeah, I'd like to get. I said this just now, didn't I? But I'd like to get to the olive harvesting. So it's September the 1st today. Loads of wool. And we need a spinnery. There's no spinnery on the map, but we can sell the wool, I suppose. And we have the canola field because there might be weeds on this. Yeah, hoe. I'm going to leave this until the weeds have grown a bit because in October we could probably just spray them. So I'll see you tomorrow. Right, I just would like to have a look at our time-saving stock check to see how that's doing. 313,000. It's all that bread, look at that. And the alfalfa, that's worth 110,000. I should have just sold the lot, but I didn't. And the eggs to sell in November, but that's quite a lot because we're going to need to buy the... it's a production called... It's the oil mill, basically. It's... the Iowa Gold Press, because we'll need that for the canola and the olives. And let's see how our cows are doing. I don't want to obsess about this, but I'd like to see how the cows are doing today. No milk. Reproduction 0. Reproduction state startable. Startable. I'm confused about that actually. Anyway, let's just make sure our other animals are okay, and then we'll move on to October. These have grass, and these are fine. Okay, let's get to October. So, October. Let's go and have a look at our olives. Yes, there's olives there. Look at that. Ready to harvest. Fantastic. Before I do that, I'm very obsessed about the cows, but I'd like to... Yeah, I don't know why. Well, anyway, let's have a look at the time-saving stock check. 369,000. So we're going to need to sell a load of bread to buy the Iowa Gold thing. That let's sell some bread first, shall we? Let's get into this. I'll give the John Deere a bit of a rest, and I'm going to do this quickly. So I'll see you at the sell point. Okay, so here's the first lot, and can we make 240,000 now? Oh, we've made it, but I need some more money than that, because I think I need to put barley into that alfalfa field as well. That's going to cost a bit of money, and I also need money for the olive harvester, of course. This thing, and you can see in our mirror magically our Massey Ferguson following us home, because I've just come from the shop with both things, so I thought it'd use follow me, which unfortunately is not available on the PS5. When I'm not making videos, I like to play on this map on the PS5, and half the stuff on here isn't on the PS5, like the time-saving stock check, which I use all the time. Right, you can stop that now and just kind of go over here. Ready to receive olives. Yeah, I don't know why the time-saving stock check isn't on the on console, you know, because has it got a script in it or something? I don't know. So I think I'm unfolded. I'm pretty sure I am. I'll line myself up, but we do need GPS. Where's our GPS? There it is. Right. I just did a handy video about olive harvesting, and the idea was, do you get more olives if you plant olives on like concrete, or if you plant olives on a really healthy sort of precision farm field? Does it affect the yield? And in fact, it does affect the yield. That's the conclusion of the video, so there's no point you watching the video now, I suppose. But it's for a length of grove like this, there's about 100 litres more on a precision farm field than on concrete. So, but you can watch the video. It's only 10 minutes, and it's not for members or anything like that, so you can freely watch it. Okay. 30% off of one length. So I'm just thinking I'm going to have to stop to unload it at some point. So yeah, about there. Fine. I lined that up pretty well, I think. I just don't know actually if this is our first yield. I don't think it is, because we haven't got the oil mill. Oh, I need to do something about those weeds now as well, don't I? Anyway, let's do a little bit of a time lapse. Right then, this will have to be the last row because I'm kind of running out of time for the episode. I really wanted to do the olive harvesting because I do enjoy it, and I enjoy being in the cab more than, you know, outside it like this. I like being in here, it's all warm. So this is the last episode of the series, and I'm going to have a little break. And then it's going to be Kinlake, and I'm going to get straight onto that because I'm hoping I can do a good first episode and get a lot of views for that and stuff. So, and I'm looking forward to that because of the fishing. I'm looking forward to the fishing. Right, loads more olives to harvest, but I have to finish here. Switch it off, put everything in here, and one final thing to do is to buy the Iowa Gold Press, which I've been meaning to do for ages. Right then, let's get into the old Massey Ferguson, shall we? And hopefully it can pull this great weight of olives we've got, and I'll see you at the Iowa Gold Press. Okay, it's over here on the left where it's always been. Try not to run this guy over. Howdy, sir. So yeah, I won't put the olives in here straight away because obviously we need to buy it first. Where do we buy it? Is it here? Is this it? Yes, I would like to buy it. Thank you. I've been meaning to buy that for absolutely ages. So, next thing to do is put our olives in. And switch on olive oil. Yep. Great. So let's go to the production. Yeah, you can save, that's fine. Go to the production, not that, but the Iowa Gold Press, olive oil, put that on, 10,000 olives, and I wonder what we would have got if we'd carried on the series. But it has to finish now. I've run out of time. Thank you so much for watching all 10 episodes. If you're one of the hardy souls that have, my world is much better with you in it. And I'd say that to all my subscribers. Thank you all so much for subscribing to my channel. If you're not subscribed, please like, subscribe, and maybe join if you can. See you on the next one. Bye for now.